All right, so what's your name?
Dylan.
Dylan? What's your last name, Dylan?
Estrada. I was participating in the spelling bee. I put effort into the spelling bee. I put practice in. I mostly tried my hardest to practice the words. And once I walked in there, I felt like a winner.
All right, so then you won. What did it feel like to win?
It felt pretty amazing.
Yeah, okay. And so then what was the prize for winning?
The prize was a $20 Amazon gift card.
Okay, a
$25
Amazon gift card. And how did you spend the $25?
I invested it.
In what?
Your book.
In my book. Unbelievable. Which book?
UOU. Our speaker for today is E.T. Everyone knows E.T. We watch him, we see him in PE, and he's pretty successful. I feel like I'm going to be the next one.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give Dylan a hand. All right. So I want Dylan, I want him to be an example of it's never too early. Okay? It's never too early. So I had a chance to interview him, right? Now look, I got a chance to interview a lot of people and I don't do it. And the reason why I don't do it is because it's like, it's obvious. Like this person's successful, it's obvious. They've probably been interviewed a million times. So it's like, it's not necessary. But I don't interview a lot, but I wanted to interview Dylan because first and foremost, the world, I feel like I'm the first person to interview him, all right? So I'm the first, and the world is gonna get an opportunity to meet him, and they're gonna get an opportunity to be inspired by him, right? So here's what he said that I thought was dope. First of all, one more time, you're never too what? Early. Yeah, it's never too early to get started. One more time, it's never too what? Early. To get started, okay? Now I mean this with all my heart, right? Now, I'm old school, so I'm not necessarily, like I worked with LeBron, I worked with the Cleveland Cavs when he was there. Me and the owner are very close, Dan Gilbert, but I go before that. I go Bad Boys. I go back in the day, Jordan, right? So listen to me very closely. But I want to talk about LeBron for a minute because we met LeBron for the first time in high school. Now, there's some people here, they may correct me, because I could be wrong, but I don't remember ESPN showing high school games when I was young. I don't remember that, okay? Here you go. I don't remember that, right? I don't remember watching Isaiah Thomas. Now, I remember they had a documentary on Isaiah Thomas, right? But I don't remember high school basketball games being on ESPN. So when LeBron was in high school, they were showing his games on ESPN. So if they're showing his high school games, it means that that's not when he started playing basketball. So he started either in elementary school or in middle school, all right? So listen to me very closely. One of the greatest players to ever play did not start playing when he was 25. He did not start playing when he was 30. He started playing when he was about 10, 11 years old. So it's never too early. No, I'm gonna say it again. It's never too early. And I say that because some of you are waiting to release your genius. Some of you are waiting. You like, when I get to middle school, I'm gonna take school serious. When I get to high school, I'm gonna take school serious. No, it's never too early. So you need to start now. You need to start when? Now. Okay, now I just want to be honest with you before I make my next point. Most of you will not start now, not because you can't, but most of you won't start now because of the people you hanging with. I'm just gonna be honest. Some of y'all, you got the potential right now to kill a game. All right, so look, I'm not judging. I'm gonna tell you a true story. A true story is, Dylan, I would probably be double successful right now, right? I would be double successful. So I'm successful as a speaker. But one of the things that I loved when I was a kid was the violin. I love the violin. Like I absolutely love playing strings. I loved it. But the problem was, I'm from Chicago originally. My mom married, we moved to Detroit. So the hood didn't encourage me playing the violin. As a matter of fact, I got joked on when I would walk home with the violin. So instead of being strong, instead of standing up for myself, instead of not worrying about what other people thought about me, I let peer pressure get to me. And I stopped playing the violin. And to this day, I still love the violin. I still go on Apple and I'll play, songs that's just the violin. There's a cat, the hip hop violinist, fire. I'm talking about he played hip hop, he played everything, right? And so I'm hurt because I could have been great, but I'm not great because I was worried about what other people thought of me. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, now I'm about to do something. Y'all got to pay attention. I'm about to do something. You got to pay attention. All right, you got to pay attention. All right, so I'm going to start with this gentleman here. What's your name, sir? Mr. Durden. Mr. Durden? Yes, sir. Where are you from? Texas. What high school did you attend? How many people went to that school? 1,500. Okay. Of the 1,500 people that went to the school, pay attention. Pay attention. Of the 1,500 people that went to school with you, how many people do you keep in contact with real close to this day? Both hands are one. So he talking about no more than 5 people, 1,500 people he went to school with. He's not keeping in touch with 5 of them. But I bet you when he was in school, he was in touch with more than 5. And he might have, or his friends might have made decisions based on those people he was running with that he don't even hang out with anymore. So the friends that were teasing me about the violin, I don't know any of them right now. I don't know if that was middle school. I don't know if they dead. I'm sorry. That was elementary school. I don't know if they dead. I don't know if they in the hospital. I don't know if they in prison. I don't know where they are. I just know they convinced me to give up something and they're not even in my life right now. I gave up something dear to me. I could have made money off of that. I could have been speaking and then boom, opened up my case, brought my violin. I could have got one speaking check and then I could have got a violin check. And I'm just getting a speaking check. The violin check might have been more. So do me a huge favor. It's going to be hard for a lot of you because maybe your father isn't in your life. So you come to school looking for attention. Maybe your mom is not there. You come to school looking for attention. Maybe you're from you foster care and you come to school looking for attention. I don't know. Maybe you don't come from the best environment. Maybe your parents don't really have a lot of money. And so when you come to school, you don't come to learn, you come for friendships. And I want you to stop. Because the people you're with right now, when you go to the next level, most of them not going to go to that level with you. And then when you go to the next level, they're not going to go. And then when you go to the next level, they're not going to go with you. So when you come to school, I want you to come to school for school. I want you to come to school for what? School. All right. Now I got to tell Dylan's story. Here go number 2. Here go number 2. If I could start all over as a parent, I messed up. I didn't know. I messed up. I didn't know as a parent. I didn't know. So here's what I did. When I raised my kids, I told my kids, go to school, learn, do all of that. If I could start all over as a father, the one thing I would tell my son, who's 28 years old, right? Good kid, went to all school, went to Michigan State, worked for Coach Izzo. He got a Final Four ring, Elite 8 ring. He traveled the world with the basketball program, right? Good kid. But one of the things that I would do differently is not tell my kids just to learn. I would tell my kids to learn confidence in themselves, to believe in themselves, right? So I thought because I was in my son's life that he wasn't going to have that problem, but he's still with his friends more than he with me. And so he had some challenges in his 20s, of wanting to make his friends happy and wanted to impress his friend and wanting to. And the only reason he did it is because he was looking for his friends to give him confidence. And I said, your confidence comes from within. That's why they call it self-confidence. So what I learned from Dylan in my interview, Dylan broke it down, y'all. Dylan was like, so I said, so Dylan, how did this relationship even happen? He said, well, it all started with a spelling bee. I said, a spelling bee? He was like, yeah, it started with the spelling bee. And I was like, what happened? He was like, well, I was going home every day and I was studying. I was putting in work. I was like, okay, putting in work. He said, yeah. He said, and I knew I wanted to win. I knew I didn't want to just do the spelling bee. So I was studying my words and I was practicing and boom. And I said, who you beat? He said, well, I'm in the second grade, but it was people from all over grade, and I won. I said, well, then how you meet me? He said, I got a gift for it. I said, you got a gift? Yeah, Amazon car. I said, you got an Amazon car? He said, yeah, I got an Amazon car. I said, well, what did you buy with the car? He said, I didn't buy anything. I made an investment. I said, what? You made a what? He said, I made an investment. I said, an investment in what? In your book. I said, you in the second grade and you bought my book? He said, yeah. I said, what chapter you on? He says, I'm on the chapter. He didn't even say the chapter. He said, I'm on the chapter where you're an entrepreneur. And I want to be one. And I want to be a motivational speaker. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Out of the mouth of he said, I had confidence. I believed that I could learn the words, and I believed I could win the spelling bee. Confidence. And that's what I want y'all to have, because you live in a world that it doesn't matter how smart you are. If you don't believe in yourself, people are going to take advantage of you. They're going to teach you a lot of stuff. So as an educator myself, most of you think I'm a motivational speaker. I taught K through 12 for 5 years, 7 years. Then I taught 4 years at Michigan State University. All my degrees, PhD, all my degrees are in education. So I don't have to say certain things because they're going to teach you that. I already know that they're here. I know who your leader is. We've been together for years. I already know who some of your teachers are. You guys going to be good on that. I want to tell you the stuff that's not instructional. I want to tell you that if you have a low self-esteem and you don't believe in yourself, people are going to take advantage of you. It doesn't matter how smart you are. So you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe whatever color you are, whatever height you are, whatever size you are, whatever age you are. There's some of you, you like me. It take you a little longer to pick stuff up. That doesn't make you an inferior person. That doesn't make you bad. Some of you don't have a lot of money. That don't make you bad. So I want you to love yourself as you are. I want you to do what? Love yourself as you are. Oh, one more time. I want you to what? Love yourself as you are. Come on, one more time. I want you to what? Love yourself as you are. Man, every time I come out here, especially in the winter, and pray at 3 o'clock in the morning, it just reminds me so much of when I was homeless. Man, this 3 o'clock in the morning thing has changed my life, man. It feels like it's -2 degrees out here. But it's not the cold, it's not, the numbness in your hands, the numbness in your feet. Like, that's not what it is. It's when it's dark and you got to walk by yourself. When I was going through my worst, points in life, I had my mama, I had my grandma. You know what I'm saying? I had my cousins, but when I was homeless, it was dark and I was by myself, So I know for a lot of you, the year started off, as dark as the other year started off. You're as lost as you were before. You had no clarity. I get it. Your confidence is shattered. My confidence was so bad when I was homeless. I couldn't walk with my head up. I couldn't have my shoulders up. I couldn't stick my chest out. So I know what you're going through. So for me, it's like, how can I help? I read your DMs, I read them. I see the texts you send me. I see when I'm preaching, I see the comments you make, and I was like, God, how can I help? And so, I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let them get through January, and I'm gonna let them see if this gonna be a different year. And for a lot of you, it's not. Here's what we're gonna do in February. I'm gonna walk with you because I know what it's like to walk alone. So I'm gonna walk with you in your darkest points of your life, right? God changed my life at 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's why I'm still doing it. I was 16 years old. I'm 53 now. I'm still getting up in the morning and I'm still walking and talking with God. And so I'm gonna introduce you to the system that God gave me every day. We're gonna do it for an entire month. I'm gonna give you that system. I'm gonna give it to you for free. If you want to get on the other side and like live and be and do and have everything God had planned for you, I'm telling you, all you got to do is click that link. Together, we're going to get on the other side. It's your boy, E.T. If you're ready to make the rest of your life the best of your life, I'll see you February 1st.
Starting strong, the power of teamwork from day one. A bright, cheerful classroom filled with young children engaged in various group activities. Welcome to world where teamwork knows no age limit. Today we are diving into the extraordinary power of teamwork, even from the earliest years of our lives. You might think it's too early to talk about teamwork, but the truth is it's never too early to start instilling this invaluable skill. Children are natural collaboration from a young age. They learn important social and communication skills by working together with their peers. But the exactly makes teamwork so vital even in these formative years. Teamwork helps children develop essential social skills like communication, empathy, and cooperation, laying a strong foundation for future relationships. When children work together, they learn to brainstorm ideas, situations, and overcome challenges, fostering critical thinking and problem solving abilities. Collaborating with others boosts children's confidence as they experience the joy of contribution to a shared goal and the receiving positive feedback from their peers. The teamwork children learn to navigate setback and conflicts, building resilience and emotional intelligence.